lot of conversations with developers in the past. You know, the one instance, I won't name any names. When one developer told me they had to break their game in order for them to put the spectator mode inside. Ended up working out really well for the community and just in general. I'm wondering what, I guess, went into it, the labor that went into putting a spectator mode. I'm not talking about anything game breaking, but I'm saying, you know, just like, I guess, how much work was it to get this in there and make it work?
Yeah, so I mean, so the first thing covered, Frostbite is an extremely flexible engine.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, as we've seen so far. I mean, it's very nice to work with, and we're super proud of it. So going to the design stuff, when we started designing spectator mode, we thought, okay, we want all these things. We want these different cameras, and because we want the cinematic audience, the YouTube audience, we want the esports audience to see this, we want everyone to be able to use this. We want it to be simple, but deep.
Okay.
And I think we really achieved that, and we're going to keep reiterating.
Very nice, very nice. And you had mentioned, I know that you spoke with Corey about this yesterday, but I guess you looking at this right now and you think to yourself, you know, I want to throw that in there. Anything in particular that you're like, yeah, I would really like to do that? I know that you've been listening to feedback from the community, but is there like one specific thing that you're looking and say, yeah, I'm definitely going to do that because that was a good idea? So
we've seen the feedback from yesterday where the color coding could be a little bit of an issue. It could cause a little bit of confusion. So just to clear everything up, when you are US, you are always blue. When you are Chinese, you're always red.
Yeah.
If you spectate through Bravo, that's a China squad right now, you will see the enemy is blue. If you spectate through the US squad, which is blue, you will see the enemy is red.
Yeah.
So that is what it looks like right now. And we received a lot of feedback on this, and this is not the final boxed version of it. We're still going to keep reiterating. It's going to become more awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So a lot of people were speaking about that yesterday because, you know, I mean, and this is new, right? So this is something that Battlefield has never really had before. And so that's why, oh, look at this here. This player is actually coming up on 4.
He's going to rack it up.
He is going to get kills on kills. He actually picks up 3 there. What a win for Alpha 28. Nice play. So, you know, you had mentioned doing things like this for the esports audience. When you see the spectator mode implemented and the excitement from the community, are you hoping to see more live streams that take advantage of the spectator mode? Look at that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think the spectator mode, I mean, together with the game is awesome.
Oh, no, without a doubt.
The spectator is awesome. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that people can do with the spectator mode. And I'm looking forward to all the movies we can see.
Yeah.
We've already seen some crazy stuff here.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's just the whole experience, the whole package we brought to E3 this year is just, for me, it's mind-blowing. I'm so happy to see this.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, like I said before, I'm a sucker for spectator modes in games. I feel like all first-person shooters should have them. It is something that really, really helps for content development, which is, oh, man, look at that.
Nice.
M1 Abrams taking some shots there from up top on C, it seems like. So you know, and that's why I guess I wanted to talk about was, you know, you had mentioned the YouTube scene. We actually just had Red Dragon come up here. You guys in Stockholm, are you guys watching the videos that these guys are producing?
Yeah, all the time. I'm good friends with Red Dragons, Level Cap, and these people, and they're awesome people. They do amazing videos. I mean, this is gonna be so good for them to make videos on. So yeah, I'm a big fan of them too.
So that's the plan. So basically, and I think that's actually really cool that you guys are always watching just the, I guess, the craziness unfold, all the live streams, all the YouTube videos.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what Battlefield is about, right?
Yeah.
It's about Battlefield moments. It's about really cool stuff, capturing it on video and just showing it to the world. Because I dare to say that no moment is like the other moment. We had a video going for Battlefield 3 where this guy jumps out of a jet, shoots an RPG, gets back into the jet, and flies off.
I remember that video.
That is crazy, right?
That was actually a really, really good video.
You know, that kind of stuff, it doesn't come for everyone, but when it comes, you really want to capture it. You really want to be there and get that.
Now, in regards to the Levolution, right, that is now being put into the game and how, you know, just the focus on it, I guess what I'm wondering is, you know, when you were designing the spectator mode, the free camp, that must have been like, we need to do this because we want to get those cinematics in there.
Yeah.
That was definitely the plan.
Yeah, so it's as I said, I mean, first person, essentially, I mean, going way back into the roots of the cameras, is these were used way back in the days for anti-cheat measures. It can still be used as anti-cheat measures in first person, third person, and free cam. But free cam is our most cinematic camera. That's what's going to give you the most amazing footage. We got first person as well. So if we switch to that, you'll see the character's first person view.
Yeah.
This guy's driving a truck right now, or the other guy's shooting a gun. You know, you get all that stuff. This is the replicated view of the player at hand.
Yeah.
And if we go to tabletop, that is basically your spectator orientation mode. You can see where everyone is going. You can see where you put your cameras down. You can see what the flags are being taken. So you can see the whole scale of Battlefield come together, where everyone is moving towards, you know, different spots. Who's flanking what? Who's doing what? You know.
Yeah.
And then you can jump into third person, first person after that.
Yeah, that certainly does seem to be, you know, the cool thing is just how seamless it is, right? Like you can go back and forth between all these different things and see, like, you know, this instance right here, a helicopter in the sky, raining death and destruction down at the C building, but he ends up getting knocked down and he falls. Oh man, that is unfortunate.
I think he's gonna fall down. Look
at this, no!
Oh, I didn't make it.
He is done.
What if he would have gained control and landed, went back up and blew the hell out of that skyscraper?
That would have been awesome.
That would have been really cool.
That actually would have been cool. So now the tabletop, right?
Yeah.
If we can jump over to that real quick, that's like one of my favorite things in this entire spectator
I love
mode.
this view.
I do too, because I'm a big fan of just like tactics and all that stuff. Now this is, I guess you could say this is the quote-unquote commander mode view, right? This is giving you like the idea of what the commanders are doing. As you guys go on and plan on building these things, commander mode, is that something that you think is necessary, you know, from your personal opinion, to put into it, or would you rather just say, you know what, the tabletop view gives you the perfect perspective of what to expect, what's coming to Tomahawks, UAVs. That commander mode really isn't that necessary.
So for now, you can basically see whatever the commander is doing. I mean, you see UAVs, you see the gunships, you see the Tomahawks, you see all that stuff.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Oh! Got a couple hits on that helicopter as well. He really needs to take that thing down as quickly as he possibly can. But that helicopter is so elusive. Oh, wow. Oh, no!
Oh, he's pounding that right now.
He is going to be pummeling them down. You can see one guy jumps out. He's like, I'm out of here.
I was like, yeah, bye, guys. I'll have TVU some other time.
That was awesome.
So, yeah, I mean, feedback is always appreciated. Come with any feedback you have, and we will take a look at it, as we always do, and we'll evaluate it and see where we head from there.
Yeah, look at that there. So you can actually see the commander.
It's beautiful. I love the screens around it. Michael over there is standing next to a visitor playing commander. Round is over.
Yeah, wow. I mean, that itself, though, the setup is actually kind of ridiculous.
It is really cool. I like this setup right here. And what a job that they've been doing with the booth.
Yeah, they really
amazing booth.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, when you look at it, right, you have all these screens of different perspectives, so you can get an idea, the lay of the land. I mean, really, I think every person should have that set up in their
definitely.
home.
So for me personally, I mean, I think this live stream is amazing. I think you have done an amazing job supporting this booth, you know, getting everyone up to speed on what to do and getting them up to speed to see what's going on here. You know, this is the center of everything. When you walk in through those doors, you come in right here.
Yeah, we are right at the entrance of E3, folks. Like, literally, you walk through the door, the first thing you see is a giant Battlefield 4 sign. The first thing you see is this chaos here. All these people, 64 people, 64 computers, as well as 2 commanders out opposite sides. It has been a huge, huge attraction.
And as you can see, it is hands-on. It is not just on the screen watching and then go out. It is hands-on. You can try the game for yourself.
Yeah.
Look at his setup. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
This is a wet dream.
All right, well, Daniel, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate it. I'm pretty sure the community was very happy with everything that you said. Obviously, spectator mode will get a lot of enhancements, as well as, you know, just checkups down the line, because it's pre-alpha and there's so much more to do, right?
Yep. So please send all the feedback you have. We will definitely take a look at it and decide if we want to roll with it.
There you go. All right, guys. Well, you guys do not go anywhere. More Battlefield is going to be coming at you live from E3 2013. I will be joined by Corey Dunn in a little bit. My name is Alex Mendez, so don't go anywhere. More awesome action that you can only get in Battlefield 4 coming at you on the other side after this. Thanks, man.
That was really good.
Yeah.
again. Objective Bravo has been neutralized. We now control Objective Bravo.
All right, so hello and welcome back to the Battlefield 4 live stream. Whether you're watching us on Twitch, Amazon.com, or even Battlefield.com, thanks for tuning in here. Of course, I'm Cordo alongside Alex Mendez, but we've had the chance in day one to look at a lot of great Battlefield 4 coverage so far, having the chance to be able to talk to some really great people within DICE. But also, we wanted to get the chance to be able to get their perspective of some of the players that have had the chance to go through the venue. I mean, to have the chance to actually play the game. One of these 64 players that are behind us. And so let's go ahead and take a look at what their responses were. Lisa had the chance to be able to catch up with all of them.
The day has finally arrived. E3 2013, where we're showcasing the launch of Battlefield 4. This is where it all goes down, the EA booth. This is where all-out war will be happening, and everyone is already lining up to play Battlefield 4. So let's go talk to some anxious gamers. You flew all the way from Australia to play Battlefield 4. How excited are you?
I'm very excited. I mean, I'm looking really much forward to the commander mode coming back. I saw that in the press conference and it kind of blew my mind, so I'm just like, I'm very excited.
Really looking forward to playing this one and seeing what it's like playing the online as well. Since more people online, so the more people, the better it's going to be.
You can play on land, air, and sea. Where do you plan to go?
I'm not very good at using the vehicles, so I'll probably end up staying around on land and walking around and having a little explore as well. With the running around in circles, exploring the map.
I was just waiting for this game for a long time, and I'm just excited to see what it looks like on next gen.
I mean, I'm a big Battlefield 2 fan when it was out, so all that jet stunts and all that stuff, I'm really crazy. Looking forward to it.
You're about to play Battlefield 4 for the first time. Tell me, what is going through your mind?
Oh god, the 64-player online matches, they're gonna be insane. They're really giant maps. It's gonna be carnage. It's gonna be awesome.
So that's what you're really excited and looking most forward to?
Oh yes, definitely.
Are you going to be manning the land, sea, or air?
Probably the land. I do prefer the tank. I love blowing stuff up. It's gonna be awesome.
So I'm here with Luke, who just got done playing Battlefield 4. What are your thoughts?
I thought it was a really good game. I mean, the fact that they brought back the commander feature was really cool. We haven't seen that since, I believe, Battlefield 2. They took that away in 3. And so it was a really fun game, like, ton of stuff going on everywhere. I mean, bunch of different tactical options. It's a really cool game.
What were your tactical options?
I decided to do the recon and the ammo class, and I thought they were both really interesting. I kind of like the recon class, play a little slower but a little more precise, and so it was really fun though. I mean, the map definitely allows like the players to meet more often than not, and it has a good flow to it.
That's nice because there's 64 people on the map.
Exactly. It doesn't feel like super crowded. There's enough space. In the recon, we had the point up at the top of the tower, so I parachuted off and found a building top, and then was able to take a couple of people out from up there.
Parachuting off a building. How was that?
It's pretty awesome. I mean, that's definitely been a great feature of all their games, is being able to take a vehicle or just jump off something and parachute.
That sounds great. I want to go play. I want to play it right now.
I mean, you might as well jump in line.
Great. Well, Luke, thank you so much for talking to me. Have a wonderful rest of your E3. Here we are at EA Sports, where you can get your hands on the newest releases. And I just saw Exhibit over there playing Madden 25. So let's go catch him when he hops off so we can ask him a few questions about his impressions of the game. Exhibit, so you just got done playing Madden 25th anniversary.
Yes.
Yes, you were super excited. What team were you playing with?
I was playing with the Patriots.
And is that your favorite team that you always go with?
Well, until Los Angeles gets one, I guess, yeah, for now. The advanced play on this is going to be crazy, but I can't wait to get it in my own system and check it out at home.
Now, I'm just imagining this at your place on this massive screen.
Yeah.
How many inches are we looking at?
Well, I mean, actually, I got a 60-inch in the living room, but we have a video game room that is just all the consoles, all of my stuff is there, but I got 2 sets of everything because I got an 18-year-old, so my stuff I take care of differently than he takes care of his stuff. So we got to get 2 of everything.
He
likes to leave his games out of the packages and get them scratched, and I don't do that. My games are all in their right boxes. All my stuff is organized, fresh batteries and everything. It's totally different.
I want to go and play at your house.
It's good, it's good.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. Enjoy the rest of your E3.
Thank you, I will. Peace.
I'm here with Leanne, producer on Need for Speed Rivals. Hello. Can you tell us what the difference is between this one and Most Wanted?
So this is Need for Speed Rivals. It's all about the rivalry between the cops and the racers. So that's the biggest difference. Most Wanted didn't have that separation. So in Rivals, you can play the game as a cop or as a racer, depending on what you prefer. The progressions and the whole concept of the game between those two is different. So, and you can change at any time. So if you're playing as a racer and then you decide you want to play as a cop, you can change. And then our big innovation is all drive. So in Need for Speed Rivals, all drive is destroying the lines between single player and multiplayer. So it's all one world. So I could be in my world doing a single player race, and you could come in and just join me seamlessly. And we can just carry on doing the same race, or I can carry on doing that race and you can go off and do another race, but you're in my world with me.
How does that happen? How does that work?
All right, guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the Battlefield 4 show here at E3 2013. Let's hop right into the action, not waste any moment. I am Golden Boy of TW, Alex Mendez, joined by Mr. Corey Dunn.
Hey, how's it going?
See, I can do your voice, man.
You're good. You're so good.
So
you're saying I could step away right now, and you could be a two-person show, right?
Yeah, I more than likely can, but, you know, obviously there is something. See, I can do it.
I love how the fact that you slow things down.
Well, when you're from Texas. I'm kidding.
Every viewer out there realized exactly what he just said.
No, I did not. That's blasphemy. I did not say anything. Well, Corey, how you doing, my friend? I haven't seen you in a while. I miss you.
Oh, how was the discussion about the spectator there with Daniel?
You know, I had my opportunity to speak with Daniel about it. We all got some great insight on it. You know, just so much excitement with the spectator mode. I am so happy that they decided to do that, man. You have no idea. And the fact that they care about Twitch and YouTube and all that, that really just speaks volumes to DICE.
Right, there's two different aspects to look at it. One, you can sit there and think about the fact that it's for a live stream, for a competitive match. The second thing to think about too, it's also for the movie makers that are out there.
That is true. That is true.
So all of those really just elegant free cam looks. It's just take advantage of it.
Yeah, he spoke of this awesome scene, this awesome video that I had. So I forgot who made it, but if anyone out there in the chat could link me on Twitter to it, you know, I really do want to see it again. Basically, this guy, he was piloting a aircraft. Jumped out. It was a jet. He jumped out of the jet, right?
Right.
Shot a rocket, killed another jet.
Right.
Got back in the plane while he was in glide in the air.
He took. So there's another one that's also out there as well. He jumps out of the jet, headshots the guy with a sniper rifle, and jacks that jet.
Yeah. That's just so, like, those are the things that, again, you only get in Battlefield. And that is, you know what, it can be a tagline all you want, but it is so freaking true. There aren't many games that can do that out there, and Battlefield certainly stands chief among them. So let's talk about the action at hand here. We currently have the CN squad dominating 602, about to go below the 600 threshold here, to 467 against the U.S. And look at this Alpha player actually.
There's a player right there too.
He did get taken out though. So at the very least, he doesn't have to worry about that. But yeah, very, I guess, intense game that we have going on. Let's take a look at the tabletop and see what is going on. There is a helicopter there that is trying to create some problems for the A territory, and they do have control of A and B. So that is the U.S. spawn there. So you have to wonder, Corey, and I have to ask you this as a person who's, you know, dabbled a lot in Battlefield and played a lot of it. How difficult is it to hold down the A territory when the spawn is right there for the U.S.?
Well, it really depends on what the map is. I mean, especially for a map like this, the A point is pretty close to the U.S. spawn.
Yeah.
The same thing can be said there for the E point. Very, very close to the Chinese spawn. I mean, so on this map, I would say it's incredibly difficult. It's just, but it's also the fact is, whenever you get A, you better have B, because what that means, if you don't have B, then you're probably going to get sandwiched down on for both sides, from both the B point as well as the U.S. spawn.
Yeah.
And so, so you can't just go directly for the A spawn unless you know for a fact that there's an all-out war going on for like the C point or the D point.
Yeah, we take a look once again. Tabletop perspective is Daniel's favorite feature. It is my favorite feature.
It's mine as well.
There is everyone loves this, and there's for due reason. Tomahawks are going to be coming down as well as we go to free cam. Take a look at what is going on in the lay of the land, and I see that we're gonna get some water angles, and then there's a skyscraper.
I wanted to get to
his. Hey, blue screen, blue screen.
Not yet. Waiting for it.
Wait for it.
Not yet.
Blue screen of death happening now.
And go.
And there you go. The skyscraper is now going to be tumbling down as it is going to change the impact. It's going to impact the map so much. Again, the Levolution does more than just make things look pretty. It changes the flow of combat. C is now extended out further. Tanks can shoot across, as we saw earlier today. There's a lot of things that can happen now.
That's just a great dynamic that has been added into already a very dynamic type of game.
Look at the CN forces at B, very aggressive.
Well, this is going to be a great battle that's going to happen over here in that C point. Let's just go and hop directly into the action. As you can see, they're just battling it out here. You've got Alpha 07 who's in the tank right now. He's spotted one. Don't believe, so he's been able to mow down, I believe, 3 right there. Ooh. And so far, he's sitting at 7-2 right now.
Playing good. Very good. And he is rolling with the IR smoke as well, which is another thing that we haven't really seen all that much. I know I saw the IR smoke yesterday. Some people were pleasantly surprised to see how it works when they shoot it out and
Starburst.
and yeah, it's really, really unique. But yeah, so this tank controlling the top here is certainly going to have to be careful, because if the Bravo guys end up getting that territory, they can destroy that ground below it.
I wanted to try to make a quick point while that tank was over in that region. I like the way that the geography set up. You have this staircase which kind of tilts the tank, so there's a point whenever how low you can go to aim with the tank.
Yeah.
And since you're tilted, you can actually see down into the metro, and so you can kind of scan around. So you just kind of wrap around the bowl and be able to look down inside of metro. Again, just the little elements that I'm starting to pick up on, that whenever you're talking about the tactics that could be involved in Battlefield 4.
Yeah, there is a lot of tactics. Obviously, you know, that is what the Battlefield community really prides itself on, unique strategy. And Alpha 07 is about to get into a tank fight here with an enemy from the Bravo side. You can see that they're going to be exchanging some shots. But you know what, though? Yeah, Alpha 07 actually has cover.
He has the upper hand right here. He's just utilizing the bridge right now. As we can see, he's just covered on his bottom half, which definitely makes it a lot more difficult to be able to pick him off. Also, you have to sit there and note, though, the dropping point of each one of these shots. So again, just missing short every time is going to be the opposition. But he's dialing in.
Oh.
He's trying to find his way, and luckily, look at this. Oh, he gets taken down by a repair tool from another player.
What? I didn't even see that.
He was grinding away.
That is just unfortunate. And now the commander directing the troops to push over to the B side here. B flag is going to be the point of interest for the U.S. side. 387 to 402. We were talking earlier, the U.S. side, they were up a little bit in this game here, but now it is a neck-and-neck matchup between these two teams. As
Tomahawk
C is going to, yeah, you can actually see that Tomahawk is going to cause a lot of problems. And ooh, yeah,
get that knife.
Get that knife action.
6, just for your reference there, and he's going to get taken down.
All right, well, you know, it goes for the pistol kill. I mean, I'm okay with that, right? You know, it's effective, it's efficient.
Well, the scary thing is, too, now with the new addition, the new feature, whenever you go in for it to pull those dog tags away, there's a counterattack that may happen. So it's probably better now. Now, of course, it's fun in all games where you can kill someone with a knife, but now you can be countered. So we've got to be on the lookout for that counterattack. It's a pretty quick response time. You have to really reply quickly once you
but it begs the question, you know, to go for it or just shoot him with your pistol, is the juice worth the squeeze?
Exactly.
You like that? That was good.
Nah, I've heard it before.
Oh, come on, man. You're killing me. All right, well, you know, I mean, I make
it was that bad of a joke. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It was good.
High five. Or pound it out. There you go, baby. All right, so, Corey, what do we have coming up next?
So we're going to have the chance to be able to sit down to some of the people that have made this all possible. Of course, AMD is helping us out here in the booth, so we'll kind of have the chance to be able to talk with them for a little bit. throughout the process. I mean, it's been great. The fact that we've had Astros who are providing all of the headsets, Razer with the peripherals, the gaming peripherals, your keyboard and mouse, the Xbox One controller that we're seeing here. Of course, it's being also streamed on Twitch. So there's some of you that may be watching on Amazon.com or Battlefield.com, but it's also over on Twitch.tv as well.
Gotta love the people who support what goes on
You're
here at
number one over
E3
there.
2013. That's right.
Number one, bro.
Number one. Yeah, we're dominating, and that's because of you guys at home. All right, folks, so we're going to be right back. AMD is going to be up to bat here in the interview chair as I get the skinny on what is going on with AMD and their support with Battlefield and all this good stuff in the next-gen experience that we're seeing here at E3 2013. So do not go anywhere. We're going to be right back with some more awesome coverage and be back in about 2 minutes, right? So about 2 minutes? About a minute.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
This wasn't supposed to be how it happened.
We're still sinking. If you're the man I think you are, you know what you have to do. Take my gun. Now, Wrecker, shoot out the window. Negative, don't do it. Shoot out the window, or you all die.
Life's a game, but it's not fair. I break the rules, so I don't care. So I keep doing my own thing. Victories within the mile. Almost there, don't give up now. Only thing that's on my mind is who gonna run this town tonight. We gonna run this town.
All right. And welcome back again. I'm Corey Dunn. I'm now joined by Matt Skinner here from AMD. We're going to kind of talk a little bit about what the partnership that you've got going on with Battlefield 4.
Well, it's great to be here working with EA. We got a great relationship here. We're the official hardware partner for BF4 for APUs, GPUs, and CPUs.
Right.
We provided the hardware here for these 64 systems behind you.
There's some nice systems.
AMD FX processors. There's AMD Radeon HD 7970 dual graphics cards here running in Crossfire, so that's pretty cool. So we're excited to be working with the team here and providing assistance.
So you've had the chance, I mean, of course, a lot of us that have been around here, we've been stuck in kind of our bubble. How's the whole E3 experience happened for you so far?
Wow, first it's crazy. It's like sensory overload when you come in here, man. Everything's going, and it's amazing to see all the new games and that sort of thing. You know, one of the things we want to do from a graphics point of view is we're really focused on gaming. We see that as the future for discrete graphics, and you know, our strategy is to have this sort of unified Radeon gaming experience across platforms. We want to bring or help do our small part to bring realism to
Right.
what's on the screen, and Battlefield 4 kind of raises that level of realism.
Yeah, so that was one of the questions. I mean, of course, with the Frostbite 3 engine, with Battlefield 4, it's really trying to really maximize what we can do with the video card. So, I mean, how's the testing process been so far? I mean, is it really proven that it's been pretty beneficial?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, our engineers work closely with the development team from DICE and that sort of thing, and that's gone really smoothly. And there's some, you know, cool technologies in there. As I talked about Crossfire, there's also, it'll run on Eyefinity with multiple screens.
Right.
That'll be cool, even maybe make a more immersive experience. So we're looking forward to see that come to light.
That's actually a pretty good point to bring up, especially with a lot of these Battlefield members out there. They like to go with the multi-display. I've even seen some instances where there's six displays that players are using.
Yeah, we can do 6 displays off a single graphics card. And normally, you know, we see people with 3, so 5 starts to get a little cool, but you know, it a lot of people says gives a competitive advantage because you could see more. And so, you know, if we can help bring a little competitive advantage to gamers, that's pretty good too.
Awesome. So the partnership here with Battlefield 4, I mean, you're helping out providing the AMD processors here for with the 64 players that we see behind us. That should be filling out here shortly. Is there any other things that you want to kind of get into?
Well, obviously we're going to work together from a marketing point of view and to really help support each other with the launch of BF4. You know, overall, we want to sort of continue the long relationship with EA and Battlefield 2, 3, now 4, and even before that, Bad Company 2 we worked. Right. So it's that relationship is important to us, as I said, because gaming is such a huge focus for AMD.
No, it's of course, especially congratulations for the next gen consoles that are coming up. I think that's some great stuff there as well.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's great to be working with Microsoft again, and now Sony, and it really, you know, it's really some good evidence of AMD Radeon graphics becoming the standard for gaming graphics.
Yeah, no, it's one of the great things too whenever you're talking about the PC market and how everyone likes to just go over the top with everything, and AMD providing that capability.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, I appreciate it. We're about to hop into a game here in just a moment. Just want to make sure that we've covered all bases. Again, I appreciate what AMD has been offering here, helping out within the partnership with Battlefield 4, but also helping us make this whole thing possible right now.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Corey.
I appreciate it, Matt.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
All right.
All right.
So let's go ahead and take just a quick, brief break while we have the chance. Of course, what we're waiting right now is we're in the briefing with some of the players to get ready. We've got 64 player spots to fill, 2 commander spots as well, and we'll get back into the multiplayer side of things for Battlefield 4 right after the break.
This wasn't supposed to be how it happened.
We're still sinking.
If you're the man I think you are, you know what you have to do. Take my gun.
Now, Wrecker, shoot out the window. Negative, don't do it. Shoot out the window or you all die.
Life's a game, but it's not fair. I break the rules, so I don't care. So I keep doing my own thing. Victories within the mile. Almost there, don't give up now. Only thing that's on my mind is who gonna run this town tonight. We gon' run this town.
back to the Battlefield 4 live stream. I'm Corey Dunn alongside Alex Mendez as we're about to get back into some more gameplay right away here with Battlefield 4.
No delays.
Again, we just wanted to thank all of our sponsors that have been here, had the chance to be able to talk with Matt Skinner there from AMD about what happened. Congratulations about the next-gen consoles, as well as providing here for this possibility with all of the 64 players that we have behind us. It's been great watching everything that's been happening and all the capabilities we've had. Of course, we've been streaming live in day 1, day 2, and will be also in the future in day 3 on twitch.tv, also on battlefield.com, and finally on amazon.com in the gaming section where you can also pre-order Battlefield 4 right now.
That is right, guys. So, just so you are aware, if you don't get on that pre-order grind right away, you're doing it wrong. You really do. You get a nifty little battle pack with your Amazon pre-order. So, get on there quickly so that this way you can get that awesome feature. With that said, though, we are going to be looking at some alpha gameplay now and some alpha team gameplay. It is pre-alpha. Funny enough. I make myself chuckle, Corey. I make myself chuckle all the time. But
I know.
But you know what, though? We've been seeing a lot of awesome vehicular gameplay and even some pretty good gun gameplay as well.
I think my favorite part of day 2 has to be the fact whenever the player parachutes down, lands up on top of one of the rooftops, spots another one on the opposing rooftop, and starts shooting out the glass underneath that player. And it was just a great moment of watching all of that happen. But right now, as you can see, taking over this D point.
Yep.
He's about to be contested here in just a moment, though. They got a couple players here from the opposition pushing up now. Spots one right there.
No.
This is in no man's land where you want to be. He finally is going to get taken out there. And we're still on board here with Alpha 04. Rockets coming by, flying by there. Again, this tank is a sitting duck. If he waits too much longer, he's able to take out another one. Spots one, trying to be able to push here through the arcade.
Stuck.
He's definitely in a tough spot. Here comes going in. All out is Alpha 23. He takes out 2. And I think he's like, hey, you need jumper cables? I got them for you.
Yeah, and now looking at Alpha 05 or Alpha 06. I'm blind. But, yeah, so Alpha 06.
It's a number.
It's a number. Oh, wait a minute. That could be 5. You know what? It's 5 and 6 are together. That is not fair. All right, so anyway, though, just the awesome thing that we're seeing right now, they're going after C. And if we take a look at the tabletop perspective, where is the flow of combat going? So
it should be going over towards D right now.
That is correct. Actually, E is being focused by the commander. Not sure if that's wise. They should probably focus their attention on D. Look at the sea of orange arrows there. Those are all players that are converging on that position.
That's going to be a great battle. Let's go ahead and hop into the action right now. As we're there with Alpha 31, the tanker. The tank driver there. He's going to get a spot 1, backpedaling. He's able to get one shot down range. Still he gets a road kill right in front, coming in, trying to be able to take down this tank. He's in the M1 Abrams, spraying and spraying away. The gunner doing a great job. The bullard's going to get pulled out there by the opposition. And finally, there goes the tank. Now on the backside, he's going to have to be on the lookout. See how they're controlling that bullet and allowing them to kind of bait them in. There goes another infantry player. Make that 2, just spraying them down one by one. There goes a third one, fourth one. Can he be able to pick up the last one right here? He goes down as well. A complete massacre right now as he's got 21 kills. And finally, that gives enough time for another tank to come into the action. He's going to continue to just shut things down. Just one by one, get a nice little backside ram. Still just spraying away. That tank has been disabled, and he's continuing to just lay down the flak thick. And this might be another tank down. He's down lower on health right now. He's going to get, actually doesn't get pick up the kill. His teammates help him out, and somehow, some way, he stays alive, even though half the team on the other side was battling against him.
Oh, man, Alpha 31 is about to lose that tank, though, but what a run there for him. Kudos, a round of applause. What a play. And, yeah, so that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is how it would sound if there's a Battlefield tournament and we're casting it. So Corey.
That's exactly what we're known for.
Yeah, that is very true. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Alpha 31, I hope to see someone mentioning him on Reddit.
That's what competitive gaming has to offer right there for you.
I know, and Battlefield is certainly something that I really want to see grow. You know, Astro doing amazing work with the Battlefield competitive community over there. So huge shout outs to him. But yeah, so what we have going on here, the flow of combat, and take a look at that right there. B is taking control there by the CN guys, but the US team 754 to 599, they are controlling this game right now.
All right, so now we're back over here with Alpha 23. Kind of just scanning the ground right now. Going to spot one over here inside of E. Laying down some gunfire there. Nice maneuver. Whoever this pilot is for Alpha 23 is doing a great job maneuvering through the buildings. This is one of those things that, you know, these pilots in Battlefield 3 have always impressed me on what's actually possible. So what we see, Alpha 23 is our pilot, and the player that's probably right next to him is actually his gunner. That's Alpha 24. So let's stay with them for a little bit, because I think this is going to be a nice little squadron here. These two that are going to make some really huge ties happen.
Yeah, you can see that they have an entire unit pinned down right inside of the store. They are going to be able to pick off one or two people on that one. So yeah, they're putting a lot of suppressing fire on them, certainly causing quite a ruckus, as you said earlier. You know, and that is what you have to do with the helicopter as well. But it seems as if, you know, that skyscraper is going to be ready to come down any second now. So that is going to really reduce the visibility here.
Man,
what movement!
He's just. So it looks like he may have got nicked there by the tank as it was driving by there. And so, again, they're still laying it down thick.
He has control of this helicopter. It is, anyone who, look at this.
I thought we were in free cam for a moment.
Flying so low, and just look at this. Oh my God, the control that he has on this, just raining it down. He's inside of D.
Oh no, you did it.
He's flying the helicopter inside of D, and oh man, he landed it. You know,
let's get. I want a third-person perspective right now while we're watching him kind of.
Oh, we were so into that, man. That is unfortunate.
It's been a great game so far.
It has been.
We've had one great tank battle where a player was just mowing them down. Look out though, as right now Alpha 24, even though he's not in a heli, he's still picking apart the opposite team here as he's going to get finally taken down though.
Yeah, and 24 is going to go down. Now we're on board for Alpha 3. He's going to be playing that assault class there, as you can see at the bottom left of your screen. No one from the CN side is going to be in a spot to contest them, to challenge them here, but there was someone, if I saw correctly, at E, but I think that probably, no, there was no one at E. There is one player, though, over there, so I don't know what he's doing. There is
They flip spawns almost.
Yeah, this is actually kind of weird, but the AC-130 is...
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Good job, cameraman.
Yeah, right? And I wonder if they're going to be able to pick off a few more. Oh, he finds him. This isn't good. This isn't good, Corey. Oh,
raining in.
And might be able to
pick up one. He's looking for the second one. Dancing, bobbing, and weaving.
Yep, and now that building is going to save them, but only for a little while, as it is going to come around the building once again, and he knows that they're there, and we see them there.
This is about to get dirty.
This is not fair for those poor people on the ground, but you know what, though?
Needs a better of a lead there, though.
That is true.
Leads them just a little bit more. We've got one of the squad leaders trying to run away. Doesn't connect. Still got two more over there towards the staircase, trying to get a little splash damage right now. That one doesn't connect either. And there's different variations, different things that you can do with the AC-130, or the gun, better known as the gunship. And let's see if they can continue. That one does hit, but doesn't finish off the player.
Yeah, and AC-130 control, you know, he obviously, because he's twisting and turning here, his aim is going to be a little off, so that is the balance, so to speak. You have to really lead your shots with that gunship. You cannot just hope to get a direct shot. It doesn't work like that. It has an arc on it, as you can see there. So yeah, so AC-130 is going to be doing the work here for Alpha. Let's go ahead and check out tabletop and see what else is going on here. There is a UAV down there that will be circling around C, but B is going to be the point of interest here. So let's go ahead and bring our camera over there to Bravo 14 for the CN side, as they're going to fight their way back into this.
Yeah, so right now you can see the little battle going on. Just for those of you at home that are kind of curious why the the orange and blue have switched. Right now we're on the Chinese side, so this team, the point of view that we have right now, will be shooting at the blue icons. So stay with us right now.
Yeah.
As right now, as we see, they're kind of wrapping back around and kind of getting the chance to be able to really get to see how the infantry works here. Looks like he's got the two different types of attachments here. He's got one optical, but then he also has another optical, kind of double his zoom. I'm not exactly sure what the zooms are on him. Maybe like a 4 times and a 2 times. I'm not 100% sure though.
Yep, and the
actually, can we hop into a third-person view? I know he's in the water right now. Let's check.
He
hop
might
into
die.
a third person right now. So he's got an angled grip right there.
Corey, he's going to die.
And muzzle grip. So let's see. He's trying to work his way across. We go back to tabletop. We don't want to watch him swim for too long.
He's going to
die. Oh, let's see this. Are you going to
Get him! No, he lives!
Is he under the ground? Did he get out of it just in time?
He lives!
Oh, wow.
What an Olympic swimmer.
He's going,
well, that was weird.
I almost got crushed by a building.
That was so awesome.
Only in Battlefield, while you're going on a swim across the canal, can you almost get hit by a skyscraper.
It's hilarious. Oh, man. Back with our friend Alpha 31 causing a little bit more problems with that MRAP there. Is going to be using that Sentry on it. And you know what? Oh, this actually is Alpha 14, excuse me. He's in the MRAP.
He's the gunner of this
Oh, he's the gunner. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I see. No, we are on board with Alpha 14.
Right, but he's the gunner of this.
Ah, I see. You're so smart. And I didn't notice at first, but yeah. So and you know what too? We haven't really seen this this vehicle be all that effective. I guess a lot of players haven't figured out ways to do it. But look at that there, the control of that helicopter. We know who that is. But yeah, I haven't really seen this being a really effective tool yet. Do you think that it has the capability to do so right now? I mean, they have this top control with the MRAP.
These types of vehicles are a lot better for types of drive-bys, quick movements. You don't want to be a sitting duck. I mean, you definitely don't have the armor. You have a little bit more armor than you used to have in Battlefield 3 with the Jeeps. But other than that, I mean, it's still pretty easy to take out one of these vehicles. So you got to keep on the move. It's more of a transport type vehicle to get from one point to another. Kind of just drop off your teammates in another region, similar to the amphibious vehicle as well. See, this is where you want to keep moving.
And look at that, one hit with that, drop down the armor of that tank by about 70. So that was a big hit.
So there answers the question right there. So it had been stated there on Reddit that you can shoot out the tire and it will be disabled. Of course, we had the chance to be able to talk with Patrick Bach about that. He said, well, you can't actually you can't actually shoot out the tires per se, but that's like a form of disabling the vehicle. So that way, now you know what the animation looks like. Is right there, you can see he's under a little bit of gunfire there. We're back over here with Alpha 13. We also got the chance just a moment ago. I didn't even really try. I tried to do the best I could, but we saw the motion ball. It's similar to the motion sensor, but more mobile, where you can actually throw it.
Yeah, and it certainly is a good tool to be able to.
Oh, that's a hard scope to make. Yeah. He's going to go for the no scope, right behind him. And I believe another player took him out.
Yeah, more than likely on that one. So, all right, well, and let's see what actually this player is running with right now. I'm pretty curious if we can go over to third-person mode. Well, he's running with a knife, and you always run faster with a knife.
I don't know if that's. I don't know how true that is across
in Battlefield.
I'm pretty sure. I think you run a little bit faster, maybe.
Yeah, I just wanted
to. That's a question that we'll have to go back.
Give a shout out to FPS Doug. That was really the entire purpose of that. FPS Doug was my influence. That joke. And it, and it fell on deaf ears, Corey.
It was lost on me.
You let me down. You let me down. You really did. No, but yeah. So he ran out. I think he ended up getting some help.
Well, he's out of ammo in all of his weapons. Every single one of them.
He's just gonna knife it up.
And he does have another ammo. You're out of ammo in all of your weapons, and you take this long to drop an ammo box.
Well, maybe he wanted the suspense and the drama, right? To get out there and be like, you know what, I'm gonna do this with my knife, and I'm gonna succeed, and then I'll bring out my ammo. Makes sense. Perfect sense.
Yeah, perfectly.
Yeah, and you see they actually
quick that replenish too.
That is true. Actually has that silencer there on that M9 pistol.
Again, adding attachments to your weapons, because the way it was in Battlefield 3, it was basically another weapon, but it was one would have a silencer, the other wouldn't. Here you can actually just change the attachment for it.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool. That's something that I know a lot of people I would be happy about it. You know, certainly to just have the silencer.
Right. So it's not just an M9; it's an M9 with an attachment.
Yeah.
Not necessarily always a silencer. Not necessarily nothing at all.
Yeah.
So it can be anything.
Yeah. Yep. And so, you know, still here with Alpha 31, finding a couple players over. You might be able to pick off one or two of them here.
Wow,
and
look at that drag.
Yeah, he is able to take him out. So that is the end of that one. Able to drop 522 to 277 here. The CN guys are being dominated at this point in time, but they are fighting their way back through. B is going to be A and B for the U.S. And as well as D, and they're going for C too. That is going to hurt them so much as their commander will not have anything to provide for them on the battlefield.
Right now, again, we're still over here. He spots one there finally. One of the other players is able to take him out. Of course, A, B, and D belong to the U.S. squad. They're trying to neutralize towards that C point. They have D, but looks like they're going to try to be able to work their way back over there towards E. Let's take a look at the tabletop while we get the chance to figure out where the next point is going to be. You can tell that right now the U.S. side is heading over there towards E right now. But looks like probably the Chinese are trying to take over A and B right now as well.
Yeah, yep. You know, when we oh, look at this here. You can actually see that they are being super aggressive. Yeah, if we can bring up the tabletop just for a second and see what's going on. So yeah, there you go. No one by E to defend them. One tank as well. But as we're speaking about it, you can see that they're flipping those flags there. A tank is going to be resting on A, and they are going to get C as well.
Looks like you've got one player that's over there towards B right now, trying to take it all by himself. So really on the left side of the map, it's just being controlled by individual players. Majority of the action's happening over right now towards E. Let's go ahead and hop on over here towards the E side. Looks like we're going to be able to push around.
Let's see what we have. Looking at Alpha 13, there's no one near him, so he doesn't have to play too timid, but he doesn't know that, of course. We know because we have spectator mode. We have the all-seeing eye.
All-seeing eye.
Alpha 13 able to nail some shots across map there, hopefully trying to pick off one or two players and assist his teammates as they make their way in. But with that said, they have E, but they lost a lot in that pursuit of it. I wonder how the CN guys managed to make their way across the water on that one, probably taking advantage of the amphibious vehicles, because they surely had to go through that plethora of players to make their way to the other side.
As right now, as you can see, they're trying to continue to still push up, but there's a nice defensive wall here from the U.S. side, holding down E. They're spread all the way out. Nobody's trying to bunch up together. But look out, though. Remember that the Chinese spawn is just on the other side. Still pushing in. This time, there comes a Tomahawk. That takes out three for sure. As now they're going to start to be able to push in there. They split up the numbers. Here rolls in a tank. They're going to try to be able to pick up. Oh, that's a double kill coming in from the tank there from the Chinese side. It's going to be fired upon from both sides. There goes two down lane. And they'll just continue to be able to push up there. The attraction is towards the tank, and so the infantry can kind of pick up that other one on the bottom side. Tank's going to do a lot of damage. Looks like they're going to hightail it out of there. They've got one, might possibly be trying to repair that one. But look at that. Again, I said that the E flag was under such great control by the U.S., but again, that Chinese spawn is so close to the E flag, they can just stroll on in.
Yeah, and you can see one more CN player actually pushing in, a 1v1 now by the E flag. Wait a minute, 3 players for the Bravo team here. As you can see, one member of the U.S. squad left alive. He is finally going to get picked off. That is going to be the end of that run. And that helicopter really not as effective that time around on those passes. I wonder where, let's actually check out tabletop real quick. Where is the helicopter? It's actually lingering around E at this point in time.
He's struggling. He's actually trying to make it a road vehicle right now.
Yeah, right? Imagine.
It looks like possibly a sled of some sort. But right now we're on board here with Alpha 28 as, again, He's trying to do some type of touch and goes. Again, this is more of a demo type purpose. Maybe his teammate might actually come back his way. He spots a bunch. This could be an absolute bloodbath, but that's not going to happen there.
Not able to pick up those players, so he's going to have to try again, possibly.
He finally has a gunner now with him.
Yeah, so that is certainly going to help him out a lot in this pursuit.
Oh, under fire.
Oh,
low health. 16 health left in this helicopter. He's going to try to keep it alive. 13, it's ticking away. You need to parachute out now. Looks like the flame is extinguished, and boom!
That's it.
As he slides right into the side of the building, it's taken out, and we see from that AC-130's perspective. But back over here with Alpha 23, he brings in another helicopter. So just like that, we've got another UH-1Y here, or an Apache coming in here. And,
whoa!
Oh wow, he bounces out at the last point. Coming up right here, coming up close. And he's just going to try to be able to take it out. He still hasn't finished him off. He's just going for a no-scope. And right now it's going to be Alpha. That's Alpha 03 now that we're on board with. And so far, though, 168 there for the Chinese. But on the other side, doubling is going to be the U.S. side with 340. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. You can see that we've got one player that's 33-9. That's who we've been on board with here. Alpha 32 spots one, spraying down. He's able to try to pick up two. Not going to happen there. Giving some nice. He's just great control over this weapon now.
Yeah, most certainly. You can see that he is more than aware of how to play Battlefield. That is apparent, and he is providing
Look at that
cover.
Perfect drag too. He's just noticing how the bullets just fall over time, and you see how he's able to lead his shots.
Yeah,
and there's that little ammo packs.
Very astute observation, Corey. But yeah, wow, and that certainly has been quite the sight. You know, when a player understands the mechanics of the game, it is really cool to see, because it just shows it shows the, I guess, the variety and the versatility of Battlefield as a whole, and also its player base.
This player right out here needs some ammo. He can provide that if he needs to. He dropped a couple ammo packs back there. He has both the ammo pack and the ammo box. So there you go. You see, again, just team camaraderie there as he drops it. But there's still the other player that actually needs it. That player can backpedal to him, and he can stick that ammo pack on his backside and say, go on your way.
Yeah, go on your way. Destruction is yours. There are going to be two Bravo players and another one right in front here of Alpha 32.
Nice
Finding that one player with that control. He's suppressing him so lovely, but he's going to have to be wary of that player on the left as he took some shots there. And he is right now sitting at around 68 health, but he manages to rain down one player, takes him out. Another one's going to be right in front. And there's another one as well, so he's going to be able to pick him off easily.
Right there, face to face.
That is unfortunate, but a good run there. And Alpha 23 now is just going to continue to apply this pressure here, and he's going to get picked off as well.
All right, as we take a look, still a 120 ticket lead here for the U.S. side. And right now, as they maintain both A and E, of course, right now, trying to neutralize E is going to be the Chinese. Again, look how close that spawn is. You can see what the CN is. And so right now, they really haven't had anybody trying to take over any helicopters. And finally, we see one hopping in to a heli inside of the Chinese spawn. Here comes a Tomahawk. But let's see where that one lands. It's going to land right on top. And will it be enough? It doesn't look like it ended up actually hitting. Oh, it does pick off one over there.
And the Tomahawk is actually going to be coming down over by the by E, and I think it is not able to pick up any either. The CN finally have a pilot in the air, 234 to 122 in the ticket count.
We may have a battle here. Let's go and take a look here and see what we've got, if we can see a helicopter battle here.
I hope they run into
First person and third person, okay with it.
I hope they run into each other, because that would certainly be really cool. I don't even think they saw each other. So
it doesn't look like they saw each other.
Yeah, but you know what though? Alpha 28, he's going to continue to apply this pressure here, and CV. Oh, wait a minute, going after this that vehicle, not able to clean him up, but still a very good good run there on the street and great control.
Again, they were so close to passing by one another there. Again, it just goes back to some of your field of view, being able to jump out to a third person and look and see your environment, see where you're around. And, you know, sometimes It's good to be able to switch between the two. Now we're seeing some one of the amphibious vehicles out there trying to fire upon this helicopter. This helicopter is going to have nothing of it as he's firing right down towards the water. Doesn't believe he connects yet, and he's still being fired upon right now. He's getting that's going to kind of deter him a little bit. Going completely annoyed right now. As again, right as we noticed, the U.S. are still leading, but the Chinese have not stopped just yet.
Yeah, this actually has been a really good battle between these two teams. All 64 players are just duking it out. And now, as we look here, we see vehicles that are prepping to cross the bridge. But this helicopter that is being piloted by Alpha 28 is not going to have any of that. If he is astute with it, he can really apply that pressure to anyone trying to cross the bridge. It is an open area, Corey, one that the CN guys surely have to be aware of. They hear the helicopter overhead, and it seems as if they are aware. But look at that here. They are pushing out through the sea. Here comes the missiles. It's coming down. The Viper now is going to find a couple of the CN guys, taking out one. Can he get a third as well? And no, he is not able to. He takes out two, but that was a great rush, and they made the call out. So now the guys over at sea are anticipating these CN soldiers to push up on the sea flat.
All right. And that looks like that's probably going to be it for now as we kind of wind things down here in that matchup. But that was a lot of fun. Let's kind of talk about some of the things that we saw. I mean, we saw a great tank play there in the beginning where he was able to just completely dominate one after the next. And then finally, after that, we saw some really good airplay there from the helicopter, just navigating through each of the buildings. That's just incredibly impressive. And just some great infantry work. We saw how well Alpha 32, whoever's out here, was able to just lay down some gunfire and to pick up some kills. Yeah, it was really cool. The control of the helicopter was just so cool to see, especially when you had the free cam out there. You were seeing just how the helicopter was bobbing and weaving its way through the city streets. Certainly was very cool. Well, guys, while we had some awesome gameplay, that gameplay would not have been possible with some Razer peripherals. Most importantly, a keyboard and mouse. And we're actually going to take the opportunity to speak with a Razer representative here in just a little bit. Razer supporting the booth here at E3 2013. Yep. It's going to be pretty cool, right? It's going to be great. While we'll be, taking care of kind of helping you out throughout the breaks. I mean, getting the chance to be able to get their perspective on things and how they're helping here with Battlefield 4 while we wait for our next 64 players to get briefed on exactly what's going to be happening here whenever they get into gameplay. So stick around. We'll have the chance to be able to talk to Razer next right here from the Battlefield 4 live stream. Whether you're watching us on Twitch, Amazon, or Battlefield.com, thanks for tuning in so far. There's still so much more show to go. We'll be back after the break. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to E3 2013. Battlefield 4 is what we're showing here today, and all these people are playing on Razer keyboards and mice. And here I am here with Travis Wunderland, who is actually, what do you do for Razer, Travis? Please enlighten the masses.
All right, so the long, boring title is the Associate Director of Community Global. Basically,
I'm just messing with you, buddy.
I run house at Razer for Community. Essentially, I manage a group of professional children. We go out, we make videos, we update everything. Anything on the Facebook page, Cult of Razer on YouTube, or on Twitter. Just twitter.com/Razor.
Yeah.
That's all us.
You guys have certainly done a lot of amazing things. Now, tell me a little bit about your inclusion here with Battlefield, because this is certainly really cool. Had a chance to get my hands on those keyboards and mice.
You like that?
And for those of the people who may not see or know what it is, which keyboards and mice are they using here?
So
at
we
the booth?
actually, we got the Black Widow Ultimate back here.
Okay.
So that's our mechanical keyboard, the fully backlit green. So it's a 2013 edition.
Ooh, nice.
As well as we got the Taipan set up.
Okay.
And that's our ambidextrous mouse. It is a 4G dual sensor. So the way that mouse is set up and why it's ambidextrous is it allows you to really have a precise grip. Especially for tactical shooters.
Okay.
Works really well. Either the Taipan or the Death Adder. People kind of switch between those two. So we went with Taipan for this setup.
Yeah, I've actually used a Death Adder before.
Cool.
Yeah, and I really do like it, but I never had my chance to get my hands on the Taipan. So and when I did here, I like the feel and control. I'm more of a console controller guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, though, you got to respect the hustle when it comes to the keyboard and mouse.
Oh, please. Yeah. I mean, we were there from the beginning.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. So in general, talking about Razer and what you guys have been doing, you guys are almost every booth that I've worked in various conventions, Razer has been there. I guess how important is it for you to, and also have the fans also reacted to it as well? Has there been reaction to just the equipment that is being used, and how important is it for you guys to get that feedback?
Well, I mean, we thrive on feedback. I mean, our entire company is built on, feedback based from gamers. When people play with our gear, our esports guys, when they use our gear,
Yes.
feedback is really, really important. So when we see it at booths, it's always really cool to have people give us that feedback. People will tweet us pictures of them using our gear, and that's always awesome. Honestly, a lot of booths will come to us and ask us, they want to display us because it really pops.
Yeah.
Our gear actually, it really has kind of that statement, and it really just shows off. So we see if you can see behind us, I mean, just all the lineup of our keyboards, it really kind of pops. It really kind of just sends a really cool message and puts really ties the booth together.
Yeah. So that's the message of Razer, right? It is equipment that when you're using it, you're using Razer. It pops. It has that style factor to it. That's something that you guys are really focused on.
So it looks cool. So of course conventions, it works really well in the convention setting, but also, especially with games like Battlefield 4, any game that has kind of a competitive angle, any game that really has a scoreboard, when there's a winner or a loser, you're going to want high-end gaming equipment. And all of our gaming equipment, of course, is tested and vetted through professional gamers. So it is that higher tier. So I guess, that's kind of the message that booths want to have when they have the Razer gear. It's like, this is actually a competitive title.
Yes.
We want people to play this competitively, and we want to make that statement. So
I couldn't agree more on that one. And now, and also talking about Battlefield 4, because the game has had such an amazing showing. We have thousands and thousands of people watching. Don't get nervous. We have thousands of people watching from home.
No, I'm getting. You're mistaken. I'm getting antsy. I haven't actually got a chance to play it.
Oh, I was just about to ask.
No,
I
haven't. No, I want to get back there. I'm hoping, we take this interview, we wrap it up, and I get back there and start playing.
It's like, all right, Alex, please hurry it up. Thank you. No, I mean, really, just everyone has been, really digging the game so far. So I guess in regards to, Razer and Battlefield, when people think of the competitive experience and they play on here, has that kind of made its way onto the floor when you talk with people who play and they're like, oh, man,